This is our study guide for section 6.5. We're showing that two right triangles are congruent. We can do that by using leg-leg. Remember how we discussed that's the same thing as side angle side. HA is the same thing as angle side. LA could be angle side angle or angle side, depending on where those congruent acute angles are. And HL, remember, that's the same thing as AS, but it has right angles. So obviously you can refer back to this anytime you need to. State the additional information needed to prove each pair of triangles is congruent by the given theorem or postulate. So we want to use HL here. We already have right angles, and we have congruent legs as well. We just need congruent hypotenuses. So what else do you need? You need those to be congruent. So that's all we're going to do is make those marks. In number 2, we want to use HA, hypotenuse acute. Well, we already have right angles. We already have acute angles congruent. We need congruent hypotenuses. Number 3, we're going to use leg-leg. We have congruent right triangles. We have congruent legs. We need a second pair of congruent legs. Number 4, LA. We have congruent right angles, so there's right triangles, and we have congruent legs here by the reflexive property. Now you need congruent acute angles, and you can put them up here if you wanted. That would make them congruent by angle, side angle, or you could put congruent angles here, and that would make them congruent by angle side. So it's really up to you. That's why there's two different ways for the LA, because you could put your acute angles in different spots. Okay, so if we put them there, then that's the angle side angle version. Number 5, we want to use hypotenuse acute. We have right angles, we have congruent hypotenuses, and we have congruent acute angles. We don't need anything there. There's nothing additional that you need to mark there. Number 6, we want to use leg acute. Well, we have congruent hypotenuses here. So if you want to use leg acute, you better have congruent legs marked, and you also better have congruent acute angles marked somewhere. So I guess I'll just mark them here. So in this one you didn't make any marks, but this one you had to make two different pairs of congruent marks.